Hello, and thank you for tuning in, Stampersdelight.com. Today I am going to show you some alternates with the Kisses and Hugs January 2022 paper pumpkin and some other items I used with that. So let's get started. If you'd like to place an order with me, you can go to Stampersdelight.com, use that host code. Also check out all my online classes, and in-person classes will start hopefully again in February. So you definitely want to check out the classes at Stampersdelight.com. This is an online class that I am doing in February. That's the Ranunculus Romance. There's 3 options. So check those out. If you have any questions, just let me know. Another class that Donna Gray from Australia and myself are doing each month, we're doing a Sweetalicious Fun Fold Club. And for the US, you go through me. It's $40. You'll receive the ribbon, the designer series paper, and the embellishments. Plus, you will gain access to that Facebook page while you are active. And if you're not on Facebook, no worries. We will send you an email with the tutorials for the Fun Fold Club. So you definitely want to check that out. Okay, so let's get started here. I have the paper pumpkin kit. In this month's paper pumpkin, this is the stamp set, and you get a cute little gray granite ink spot. We're not going to use those today. I'm going to use that as a giveaway at another time because I actually get 2 kits. So, and also you can order these cute little boxes which match the cards in here. So let's take a look at what's in here. Now, if you've already gotten your paper pumpkin and haven't put it together yet, you're going to want to check this video out for some great ideas, alternate ideas. I actually made 29 cards and 1 project with 1 kit. I'm going to show you those in a minute. But first I want to show you the card kit itself. And also, I know there's people out there saying, I don't need that many Valentine's Day cards. Well, guess what? Not all mine are Valentine's Day cards. I will be sending my teammates some cards from this, but they are not all Valentine's Day. So you get your doodads, which are these great little gems, iridescent white sequins. You get your dimensionals, your directions, your envelopes, and then you're going to get, of course, your die cuts, some hearts and some arrows, some more hearts, some vellum hearts, lots of hearts. And you're also going to get these little hearts here, and of course some glue dots. Okay, so let's take a look at the 2 cards that you get. And these are a tri-fold card. So the first one looks like that. And when you fold it, it would go, well, you can fold it either way you want. This way. And that would be on the back. Alrighty. And let's see. I think you get 4 of each, is it? Let's just double check that. You're going to get 4 of each of those. And the petal pink. And the coordinating colors are also on this paper. Here's the next one. And you get 4 of those. So these all go together. All right. So let me show you, because I always like to do 1 card, or however many cards are in there, like the directions. So this one says, for you. I'll have still shots on my blog also. Love you more, XO. So you can fold it for you. You can fold it this way if you want. Love you more, for you, XO. And that goes right into this envelope. That's the first one. The second one with the petal pink, or I'm sorry, blushing bride, not petal pink. I apologize. Is friend, sending you love, XO. And again, you can fold it that way if you want. That is the second one. Now, that is the way they show it on here. the way you can do that. That's the instructions. They also have, this is a great kit. You can sign up, there's a link below to get this delivered to you every month. And if you want to skip a month, you can also do that. So there's the directions. And if you flip it around, it shows you the kit, and then it shows you some alternatives. And I'm going to show you alternatives right now. So again, these are the cards that you would make 4 of each. What I did, and I'm going to be bringing in some other things that I used to tell you about. So let's bring these in first because they're basically all this, not all the same, but okay. So with those hearts, I cut them in, I cut the third part off. So this one right here, I cut this piece off right here. And I made a smaller card for you. Happy Valentine's Day. This right here, the XOXO, is actually the inside of the envelope that I cut up. And I used our punches in the annual catalog. I'm going to actually show you that in a little bit. And back here is one of these hearts with this new embossing folder, Bouquet of Love. So back there you can see the Bouquet of Love. You can see that I cut that heart out from the envelope and I made a smaller Valentine's Day card. Here's another one, again, with the ones I cut up. Now here's the white one that I did, or off-white. And again, I cut one of those up. And I added that little square for you. This one is the same. So I did a couple of them the same. I also added some different rhinestones on there, some leftovers that I had. And then this one I decided to go the opposite way. Just try it out. And again, you can see that little pink heart with that embossing folder. So I got to make 5 of those. The next one I did, when I cut these, again, I used my heart punch for this heart. And I'm going to show you, so don't worry. And then these are those die cuts again where I use the embossing folder, piece of very vanilla with the embossing folder. The big heart here, I just cut it on the side because when you cut these, you don't have a real good shape. Or if you have a good shape here, you don't have a good shape here. So you do have to kind of butt that up next to the cardstock, and you can make another card. This one, there's the envelope. I took another envelope, I cut it up, and I used that as designer series paper. I added some ribbons, and the ribbon that you're going to see is the gold shimmer ribbon, Flirty Flamingo. And then I also used the gold, I guess it just says gold on it too, but these are 2 different gold ribbons that are in the annual catalog. So for this one, I just paired it up together. Okay, I did that together. I apologize, I keep putting my arm in the camera. So again, I cut up an envelope, I made designer series paper, I added some ribbon, I used those die cuts that came with it, and another Valentine's Day. Here's another one, same idea, only this time I did it that way. And I used again, the embossing folder. This is Yay for Love. So let me just bring in the stamp sets that I used. I used Happy and Heartfelt, Yay for Love. I used Love and Happiness. That was the one I used right here, Cutest Couple. That'll go to my Cali kids, to the Cutest Couple. A couple of other things you're going to see, and I'll give you those right up front so you know, and they are in the description below. Special Moments, the celebration, from the Celebration catalog. Always in My Heart, and that's in the annual catalog. You're going to see me use these 2 dies, or you're going to see some cards with these 2 dies. Absolutely gorgeous. Remember this die, because I'll get to that card in a minute. And of course, that die right there. And of course, last but not least, Sweet Conversations, which is in the new mini catalog. So again, all of that is in the description. So here we have Yay for Love. This I made an anniversary card, celebrating your anniversary. The next one, again, using all the pieces that I can, some extra cardstock, some extra ribbon. Here I used, just so you can kind of visualize it, I took the XO from this heart and cut it as a sentiment. Happy Valentine's Day. Remember, I told you to remember that die heart. There it is. That is cut out from this heart right here. So you just layer the die right in there, and it does fit. Again, still shots will be on my blog. There it is again, that beautiful die. This time I used the arrow for you, friend. This would make a beautiful wedding card too. But I need lots of Valentine's Day cards, so a lot of mine are Valentine's Day cards. And then I did the same thing. I used those two punches, a scallop one back there, and the regular, there's the regular one, here's the scallop one. And I made a bunch of those, again, with the different ribbons. Changed some of them up a little bit depending on how I punched out those hearts. Here's another one where I used the designer series paper as the background. Okay, here's another one. This one I used it as the background. I also punched out a heart. Same thing with this one. I had a little leftover piece of that, so I just made it smaller and then used that embossing folder in the back. Again, the leftover pieces I did use. I mean, so many cards. Look at this. Is this amazing or what? I think I got more out of this paper pumpkin than any before. And then here's another one. Now this heart was just a leftover from something else, but I did have a heart left over from the kit, so I made another card. Okay, so that's 29 cards, and I'm sure you could probably get more. Let me just put those over here for a second. Whoop. And I'm going to show you what, oh, they're all falling all over. I'm going to show you what I used for another one, made it 30. This is not a card. You can order those little boxes. I did not. Basically, I'll tell you the truth, I just forgot them. But I had these little boxes that are in the mini catalog right now. And I took one of the envelopes, I cut it out, you know, cut the inside, and I made it into designer series paper and wrapped it around one of those little treat boxes that we have in the mini catalog. And then I used the die cuts and I made a little treat box. So that was 30 projects that I got with one card kit. Now I am going to move these over because they're going to just keep sliding over here. Okay. Excuse me one moment. All right. So let's see how I did that. All right. So the first thing I'm going to do is I am going to bring in a piece of cardstock. I'm going to bring in the Flirty Flamingo. I actually have, I don't have, do I have Blushing Bride here? I think that's Petal Pink. Let me see if I have a Blushing Bride. Sometimes it's hard to see in these lights. Okay, nope, that's Blushing Bride. Perfect. Okay, so here is, I'm going to fold that in half. I'm going to grab my bone folder. I was playing on my other table here, so I might not have my bone folder. I should have another one. We'll just use my fingernail for now. That's what I get for moving things. I'm going to bring in a piece of that Blushing Bride. I'm going to cut that in a half here. Okay, I'm gonna run that through my die cutting machine and embossing machine. I am going to use that Bouquet of Love. Now this one has a heart in the middle, so you can use that or you can cover that up. I'm just going to run this to, I just want those flowers. So here is my embossed paper. That's actually going to set right on there. Now, this is how I did the flowers. Okay, or the heart. So here I have the trifold card, which again, you have instructions on how to do those. I'm showing you alternatives. So if I wanted to use this as an XO card, what I would do is just snip that off. Try to round that off a little bit. And there I have a card that I can use. And here I have the dotted side. So what am I going to do with that? Well, I'll show you how many cards you can get out of this. You can take that solid heart without the scallops, and you can go in here and get 1, 2, 3 hearts. Now you have enough for 3 more cards. Wow, right? Now I can take one of these hearts right here and place that in the center, and I can put this heart right in there. But I am going to emboss this heart also, so let me just do that to the side. You already saw me do the embossing, so I'm just gonna run that through right now. Don't forget those hearts that are in our annual catalog. They work so well with this kit. Now I have that right there, and I can put this one right there. So let's go ahead and do that. Now I am going to grab some of the Flirty Flamingo ribbon. Again, this is in the annual catalog. I am going to wrap that behind here. I know you keep seeing my arms, and I apologize. Lots to show you though. We're going to just wrap that around. I just put a little glue there just so it holds it in place. My ribbon scissors are on the other table. Did everybody get a chance to check out my revamp of my room? I was pretty happy with the way it came out. We are just going to layer that right on top here. Oh, I need to trim that. So I don't like to trim it with the glue on it, but I do have to because I didn't trim the side of it. Think outside the box with these paper pumpkins. If you don't want to use all the cards, like I said, as Valentine's Day cards, great wedding cards. So this is going to go right here, and that's going to go right there. Now this one I am going to, again, use my Stampin' seal. This I am going to use the dimensionals. And this is how you get so many cards out of one box. Those two want to stay together. I got a whole glob of them there. We don't need that one on there. I'm going to put that right in the middle. I'm going to bring in one of the stamps. I actually think I'm going to change this one up a little bit. Let's use this. I'm just showing you how different the items you can use. Let's use that right there. Okay, so I am going to grab For You. I'm going to grab my gray granite. Again, I'm not using the ink spot. I'm going to take For You. And I am going to ink that up. I'm going to have that right there. So for this, on one side, I'm going to use a little glue. I want that hanging off, but you see that's flopping around there. So I am going to grab some of those dimensionals, probably just one, put it right there so it holds it in place. Look at that. I'm going to go ahead and grab this ribbon, make a little bow. And I'm just trimming off some of the edges here. And I can put that right there. I want that a little bit smaller. Now let's cut those off just a tad. And just trimming those. My favorite word, just a tad, next to doodads. Okay, so let's just play with that bow and get it the way I want it. I'm going to put that right there. So I can go ahead and grab the glue dots that come with it. Basically, I'm using everything that comes with the kit. I am adding a few things, stamp sets, but as far as the ink and the stamps, I mean the papers, I'm using what comes with it and just adding. Okay, look at that. Isn't that cute? For You. Now we're going to go ahead and add a few of these sequins. You can do as much or as little with these kits as you want. There I have For You. I'm going to grab an inside. For that, I need the Very Vanilla. And for this one, again, it's going to be a Valentine's Day. You don't have to make it a Valentine's Day. It can be anyone you want. This one says Happy Valentine's Day. That is from the Sweet Conversations. Happy Valentine's Day. And I love this little heart with the arrow going through it. So we're going to use that. I am going to go ahead and glue that down. There we go. I have a card. There's my envelope. And I'm done with that one. Okay, so let's change it up a little bit more. Let's take an envelope so I can show you. Remember, I still have these two hearts to use. Let me take an envelope and cut that up so you can see how I use that for the designer series paper. I'm just going to trim that right off. And again, that side. When you open it up, let's get those scraps out of the way. This part has a little bit of the envelope. You see that piece there. So we don't want that just yet, but I am going to use that. I'm going to cut this off here. I'm going to flip this. Oh, I'm going to slide it right here. Okay, I want this at 4 inches. And then I want it at 5 1/4. Our standard size. There's my designer series paper. Now let me show you this right here because it's got that fold right there. I'm just going to cut that off on each side. And then I am going to bring this into, let's see, 3 1/4 inches. Yep. And now I have another piece of designer series paper for another card later on. You could also use this piece and just make it into a strip, whether you want to use it on your envelope or as part of your card. Now we have a strip right there of designer series paper. So don't be afraid to cut up those envelopes and make some more cards. All right, let's bring in another piece of designer series paper. I'm going to bring in a piece of the Blushing Bride this time. Again, I'm folding it because I don't have my phone folder handy. This is going to go right here. This is my designer series paper now. So that's going to go right on the card. I'm going to use some gold. You know what? I'm going to use this gold. This gold is from the annual catalog. So I think I'm going to put that on there. So let's layer this up. Let me just cut a piece off of here. I'm going to go ahead and glue that down. I like to put a little glue on the back side. Now remember, this is a little thinner. It's not cardstock, so be careful with it. And I am just going to wrap that around. That's actually going to go right onto my card base. Now remember, I have these 2 hearts left over. I also have a lot of these pieces left. I can slide that right over there if I want. But again, let me show you this one now. Okay, so this one, maybe I want to use it this way. So this piece I'm going to cut off. So I can make another small card just like that. And I have this great piece right here. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to bring in this scallop punch, which is a little bit bigger. So we're going to angle that and see if we can get 3 out of here. We might be able to do that. Might only be able to get 2. So let's try it. Yep, we can get 3. So now I have 3 of those to use. So I have the large XOXO. Here I have the vellum. I'm going to go ahead and grab one of those die cuts, the large Flirty Flamingo. I'm going to put that right. Okay, that's too big. So let's see, which one do I want to do? I'm going to use the Flirty Flamingo. But, no, actually I'm going to use this one. I got pink on my hands here. Oh, wait a minute. Let's try the white. I'm just playing here, seeing which one I'm going to use. So that fits nicely in there. That fits nicely in there. And this one goes right in the middle. Look at that, layering it all up. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. I didn't even know I was going to do it. I'm going to put a little glue here. I am going to slide that back there. I've got this white one. I'm actually going to glue that one down. And then with these layered ones, I'm going to use my dimensionals. So I'm going to go ahead and grab the scalloped edge one. Put some dimensionals on that. Right there. I am going to take the dotted one and lay it right over that. Again, with some dimensionals, it's going to be a little puffy. It might need extra postage, but it's so well worth it, right? Add that right in there. Again, got all these pieces to use later on. I am going to grab, do I want this? I think I do. All these cute little hearts. Okay, this one I'm going to use Sending Love. Sending You Love. And again with this, I think I'm going to actually just lay this one right down here. Just like that. Take this ribbon and make a nice little bow. And that's going to go right here. So I'm going to grab some of those glue dots. Put those up here. Put that right on the side there. Just tuck that under so you can read the Sending You Love. I'm going to grab a couple of those sequins. And an insert. Sending You Love. And let's see, we're going to use Friend. Just friend, sending you love, friend. It doesn't have to be a Valentine's Day. Just let somebody know you're thinking of them. Little heart. Oh, stamped that the wrong way, didn't I? Anybody catch that? It's all good. I want the friend one. There it is. And that cute little arrow. And now we'll put that inside. Right there. And I'll grab one of the matching envelopes, and there you have it. So I hope you enjoyed these alternatives. I have a lot left here, and I think I see a scrapbook page coming up for Sunday. So definitely tune into my Scrapbook Sunday 101. I'm going to show you some more alternatives for the paper pumpkin this month. Again, if you'd like to place an order with me, just go to Stampersdelight.com, use the host code for this month, sign up for any of my classes. I will see you on YouTube for Sunday, Scrapbook Sunday 101. And don't forget that Friday morning Facebook Live at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Until next time, keep on stamping, Stampers. Bye.